Rami Malek recalled an incident when he was allegedly racially profiled by the Los Angeles Police Department in the past. The Mr. Robot star 43, who is currently dating the Crown alum Emma Corrin, opened up about the precarious situation during a recent interview with The Guardian. The topic was brought up as the Oscar winner had discussions about issues with mistaken identity. I got thrown on the bonnet of an LAPD cop car because someone had robbed a liquor store and stolen a woman's bag, Malek expressed to the outlet. The actor, who was born in California to Egyptian immigrants, added, "They said the thief was of Latin descent and, you fit the description. I remember how hot that engine was. They must have been racing over there, and it was almost burning my hands. My friend, who was Caucasian, was clever enough to go, 'Actually, sir, he's Egyptian. Not Latin.' I remember laughing on the cop car, thinking, okay, this is a very precarious situation. I may well be going to jail for something I've not done." Rami did not further elaborate on the incident and what happened afterwards in the cover story for The Guardian. However, he also talked about experiencing racial profiling at the airport and how his full name Rami Said Malek would raise security alarms. "I started to think, what is happening every time I tried to enter a country? These days, there might be a moment. Then they'll go, nah, that's the guy from Bohemian Rhapsody. Let him through." The star also recalled growing up in the U.S. and said his father partially embraced the culture, but there was also a definite, I won't say alienating yourself from certain aspects of the culture, but definitely not accepting them. On having awareness of feeling different and not fully fitting in, Rami shared, "I don't know how you ever get over that. I'm what's called white passing, but I have very distinctive features. And we definitely didn't fit in," the Bohemian Rhapsody actor continued. Malek has been preparing for a busy 2025 and is set to star in the Sophocles tragedy Oedipus from January 21st through March 29th. The official opening night will be on February 6th at the Old Vic Theatre in the heart of London. The production will also star Indira Verma and will be co-directed by Matthew Warchus as well as Hofesh Schechter. The premise follows: King Oedipus, who is tasked by his subjects to avenge the murder of the old King Laius in hopes that it will fulfill an oracle's prophecy, Proplebo. Malek will also be making his debut on the London stage in the anticipated production, which was adapted by playwright Ella Hickson. During an interview with Vogue, Rami reflected on returning to the stage after 18 years, and in London where he currently resides with partner Emma Corrin. "There's something about being able to go to the Tate or the RA or Barbican and the National and the BFI that reminds you of what got you here in the first place." He added, "I've been working in this country for quite some time, and I've just quite literally fallen in love with it. I feel so at home here." Oddly, when questioned what had prevented him from returning to the stage for nearly 2 decades, Rami admitted a little bit of fear. Malek continued, "I can get quite hands-on with the work in all iterations of the production. I'll be with my partner and they're like, leave it, just take a beat. You don't have to produce and try to direct everything on your own. Allow things to evolve. I consider myself an intuitive person. I collaborate. There's no greater feeling than a collective feeling of success, or if it's S*T that we feel it together and laugh about it," the actor added. "But if there's an opportunity to lift something, I leave no stone unturned. And I think sometimes that could be a detriment." His co-star Indira cut in to add that with theater there can be a lack of control and shared. "Ultimately we'll put it on and there will be people who go, 'This is the best thing I've ever seen.' And there will be people who say, 'What a load of rubbish. It's out of our hands.' That's what is so exciting about making and telling stories. The audience members have to bring so much of themselves to fill in those gaps." Malek also took on a leading role in the upcoming action thriller, The Amateur, which is set to premiere later this year on April 11th, 2025. The premise is a CIA cryptographer manages to blackmail his agency into training him to let him go after a group of terrorists who killed his wife, per an official IMDb synopsis. The star-studded cast also includes Lawrence Fishburne, Rachel Brosnahan, Katrina Balfe, and John Bernthal.